morning everyone, and welcome back to my channel, and welcome to the sunniest, most spring-like Sunday morning. Oh my goodness me, the sun is shining today and it has put me in the best mood. I wasn't even planning on vlogging today. We were just gonna have a really chill, cozy Sunday, but I thought, you know what, I'll take you along with the ride because it's just such beautiful weather. I love getting the camera out when the weather is like this. I've actually had quite a productive morning already. We've given the kitchen a little bit of a clean and tidy, and I've already actually headed out into the garden and just done a little bit of maintenance. I'm not gonna lie, it's quite funny how quickly the TikTok algorithm can change. I watched a couple of gardening videos yesterday and now that's all that's being served to me, but a lot of them are really helpful, useful, informational gardening videos, like about what you can do in February, things that you can do to prep. Like I've cut back the fern that I have. I've basically done like a big old tidy up, and I've kind of like repotted a few pots, like got some soil ready. I've even found that our rose bush is starting to bud. I've been having a look around the garden and I do feel like, because of the fact that it just wasn't maintained very well before we moved here, even though we moved here in May, I maybe didn't get to appreciate all of the plants that are already there. It is quite an established garden, like it is quite a mature garden with some of the plants in there, and some of them I don't even remember seeing last year, and I think a lot of them have started kind of growing on top of each other, so it was really nice just to have a big old chop back. The number one rule is if it's brown, cut it down. So anything that was brown that wasn't like green or budding, I've cut back, I've chopped back, and it's just looking so much neater and so much tidier now. I also decided this morning, I think it was about time to start planting a few of my veg now that we are almost in March. A lot of them say that you can plant from about March onwards, and I don't think we're due any more frost, so I should be okay, but I've realized I definitely don't have enough soil, so I think a trip to the garden centre is needed today to pick up a bit more soil. I might even see what plants are there, you never know. I feel like garden centre is literally my kryptonite now. It used to all be about the luxury handbags and shopping in London. As much as I still love that, this is just my happiness. A cozy Sunday here in Hampshire, popping to the local garden centres, spending time in the garden. We had croissants and pastries for breakfast this morning. This is what life's all about. This is my favourite kind of weekend. I'm saying that, we did actually spend a bit of time yesterday shopping. We popped into West Quay in Southampton City Centre. Sorry, a little bit bright there. We popped into West Quay in Southampton City Centre because Alex wanted to have a look at some things for his office. I need to show you an update in there soon because it is looking really, really good in there. We really have gone to town with the whole just kind of like masculine energy, making sure that it's his space and his vibe, so that everything in there is like he's handpicked, he's chosen, and he's happy with. My camera battery is flashing. I'm gonna have to run upstairs and get another one. Honestly, blogger's worst nightmare when the red battery starts flashing at you. You feel so much pressure, you're like, oh my god, I need to say everything. But anyway, new batteries in, and we spent a bit of time shopping in West Quay yesterday, which I'm not gonna lie, kind of does remind me why I don't really like going to big shopping centres anymore, because it is just so busy, it's so stressful. You've got like the food court and all of that. It's just like, kind of reminds me of when I was 14 and used to hang out with my friends. Like, that's what you want to do when you're a teenager, not when you're well into your 20s and used to being in the country. But anyway, did it for him, and I thought whilst I was there I'd have a little browse in John Lewis, because John Lewis in Southampton West Quay is hands down the best John Lewis. I've been to loads, like even the one in London I don't think compares to the one in Southampton. It's just such an elite one. They invest so much money into it because of all the like cruise ships, obviously all the tourism, things like that, and it's just like a really nicely laid out John Lewis, and they have such good stock there. And whilst we were there, I spotted something that I was very, very excited about. Now, I'm not entirely sure if this is like a collection that's just coincidentally just dropped with John Lewis, or this is one of those things that they have as like a long-term partnership. I feel like it's that kind of thing. And I know manifestation books talk about this all the time, where you know you don't notice something until you notice something. So let's say that you're looking to buy, I don't know, a new Range Rover, and as soon as you decide I'm gonna buy a Range Rover, suddenly every other car you see on the street is a Range Rover. And it's not because suddenly everyone's gone out and bought a Range Rover at the weekend, it's because your brain has kind of like opened up the idea. Well, my brain has opened up to William Morris. I discovered the print when I did my H&M order with this gorgeous oven mitt. I really, really like it. I always get loads of compliments on it as well, and I got the tablecloth, and ever since then I've been quite obsessed with the William Morris prints, and I can't believe I didn't know about William Morris before. Like, I never bought anything from there because I was never really into pattern and colour. Well, now I'm obsessed, and I have been talking for so long about getting the perfect cushion covers for our new snug sofa, and guys, I found them. I found them. Look at these. Also, can we just appreciate that sunlight coming through? Oh my goodness me. But I saw these in John Lewis yesterday and I just fell in love. Now, I don't know the names of each of the prints. I know they do actually have a name, but it's this really, really gorgeous blue print. Now, it is different, obviously, from the oven mitt. They did actually have that same print, but I just didn't like how it looked in the cushion. I loved these. So on one side, it's got the print, and on the other, it's just this really lovely, like bluey color. It's almost like a peacock blue, which I think is so, so beautiful. And I've really decided to lean into the colors in our kitchen. Obviously our kitchen is kind of like this gray, white and gray color, and I've decided to really, really lean into that and kind of like incorporate a few more of those tones in. So I've added these cushions into the sofa, and oh my goodness me, I love them so much. Now, they weren't covers, they were with the inserts as well. They were £40 each, which is not cheap, but I feel like it's so worth it when they just complete a space and make it look exactly how you're expecting, exactly how you're wanting, and it really just brings the vibe all in together. So I'm so, so happy with how they look. It is now making me think that the ones behind I think need to be bigger, but you know what, I feel like for now, they're just perfect. They fill the space, they're comfortable, they're beautiful. I am so in love. So I'll link to the William Morris John Lewis collection down below, as well as these if you are looking to shop something similar, because I just think they look so, so gorgeous on the sofa. If you're like me, you've got a big plain sofa and you just want to add a little bit of color, a little bit of pattern, and something that can kind of like give it a bit of life. I really, really love it. They're just honestly so, so beautiful. I love the way that the sunlight is hitting the sofa, although I have been warned by a couple of people that snug sofas do stain with their colour. I don't know if it's not stain, sun bleach. They get really, really sun bleached. A couple of friends of mine have said that you need to rotate the cushions quite a lot because they literally have like lines on their sofa where the sun hits the sofa at the same place every single day. So that is something that I am going to be wary of. But yeah, I'm so happy with how these cushions have just kind of like completed the space, completed the area. I feel like it really has, it has filled that gap. Like, it was exactly what I was looking for, and I didn't have to spend too much money. I know £40 on cushions is a lot, but a few of the ones that I was looking at online from like Ochre, Soho House, they were like 70, 80, 90 pounds. So really, really happy that I have found those. And yeah, it's kind of made me realize I need to head into John Lewis more often because they have so many gorgeous pieces. And as I said, the one in Southampton is honestly the best one, and it's literally so close to me down here in Hampshire. So yeah, definitely need to head there more. But oh, this sunshine is just giving me life this morning. I think I'm going to sit, have my morning coffee, and just soak up this beautiful sunshine. Well, it has been a long time since we've done an outfit of the day in this mirror. I feel like I can only really do it when it's like really, really bright outside because the hallway is normally so dark. But we're heading to the garden centre now, and I feel like my outfit is very much just giving like Hampshire. Like Hampshire vibes. I've got my gorgeous pair of like very sporty beige trainers on. I've got a cute little pair of Varley leggings. These are like in a really nice olivey green colour, like a khaki green. They're great leggings for just like weekend. They're not workout leggings at all. They are supposed to be, but I find they fall down whenever I try and wear them for a workout. So they're great for a day like today. I've just chucked on my little Johnny Loves Rosie bag. It's like the cutest little one that has the EM. I've got to feature this actually in my bag collection video, but I really love it. It's such a great like weekend handbag because it's just so easy to sling on. Obviously got a black jumper on today, and then this gorgeous little Phase 8 quilted jacket. It's a really, really beautiful one just for like weekend outfits like this, and it is feeling very, very warm today, so I don't need like a proper full-on coat. This is definitely more than enough. So we're going to head to the garden centre now, see what we can find. I'm going to need a lot more soil and a lot more compost, and I might see what other plants there are there that I can pick up whilst we're there. Is it weird that I've kind of fallen in love with this crab plate? I mean, look at how cute this is. I don't know what brand it is, but that is absolutely adorable. I feel like for like summer barbecues, the like seafood theme, that is so fun. Oh my god, look at the little oven mitt with the fish. I kind of love it. It's really cute. Okay, I've fallen in love even more. Look at this. What brand is this? Siaki? Never heard of it, but we've got lemons, we've got a lemon jug, we've got olives. I love these like wooden coasters as well. That's quite clever. They all on this like thing here. that you can pull up. That's really, really clever when it comes to coaster storage. But look at the size of this bowl. That is beautiful. Absolutely stunning. And then they've also got tomato theme as well, which is really cute. Oh, I love these. Thank goodness we've got mussels with us, because I literally can't even pick up these bags. They're so heavy. So we've got a couple of bags of soil, a few flowers to plant. I'll show you what we picked up when we got home, but let's just say it's quite a big loot. Oh, I quite like this setup. I've never actually placed you here before, but I've just popped you up on the shelves because we are back from the garden centre now, and I thought I would show you what we picked up, because I'm not gonna lie, we got rather spenny. Obviously I got all of like the soil and the bits that I really needed, and I also picked up a bits that I definitely didn't need but were a bit of a necessity. I'm not gonna lie, the first thing that I got is the lemon jug. Is this not just the cutest thing you have ever seen? I was literally stood there with Alex going, can I justify buying a lemon jug? Can we think of a reason to use it? And the thing that I was thinking is, in summer, one thing that I really loved, because he kept being like, do we really drink lemonade in summer? I don't drink lemonade, but I really like lemon squash. I really like nice ice cold lemon squash. What I'm thinking of doing is a big jug of lemon squash. I can keep this in the fridge, and obviously then when we have like guests around, garden parties, barbecues and things like that, I can bring it out. And I just thought it was the cutest thing in the world. I loved that entire collection. I really wanted to pick up the little lemon drink it dish as well, but I just couldn't justify that. And actually it was only $19.99. I'm not entirely sure the brand. I think it's Earthenwa? I'm not entirely sure. If I take off the sticker, it might tell me what the brand is underneath. Gisela Graham. Oh, I think I recognise that name. I'll see if I can find this and link this down below for you guys. I'm sure that you can buy it other places than just garden centres, but is that not just the cutest thing you have ever seen? I was absolutely obsessed. So I picked up that. We also picked up a butter dish, because we actually really needed a butter dish. We don't actually have one, and it sounds really bad, but we've literally just been like opening the packet and scraping it out from inside. So I saw this and was like, you know what, let's just grab it. It's a really, really handy thing to have. And it just says on it, be happy. And it's got a little bee on top as well. So that's just like a little bit of a practical purchase, because that is something that we needed. We then picked up, because we thought this would be really, really fun to have for summer. I'm not entirely sure if we should have picked up two, but we got this Napoli wood fire original pizza tray. Now it's a wooden one. Obviously we don't actually have a wood fire pizza, but for when we have pizza nights, for when we have guests around, Alex really likes to have his pizza like on more of a tray. So I thought that we could test this one out, and if he uses it a lot, we can always go back and get a couple of more for when we have guests around. But I really liked it just as Napoli, and they had an entire collection actually of like Napoli dishes. They had the oven trays, the like pizza trays. They had ones that can actually go in the wood fire. They did also have a mini wood fire pizza, and after our stay at Shooting Glad, I fell in love with that wood fire pizza that they had, and we were really tempted to pick it up. So I don't know, it might be something that we reconsider when we get into the spring, summer months, but for now I thought I would just pick up this. And then I picked up a couple of bags of bulbs, because I want to start planting around the borders a little bit more. And Alex had a really good idea, which I loved the thought of that. It's basically just planting wildflowers, and obviously these aren't wildflowers, but doing more kind of just like planting them in, seeing how they grow, rather than it being so like methodical and thought through. I just kind of want to plant and see what grows and see how it happens. So we've got two bags here, and these are called Blooms, Bees and Butterflies, and it says, by planting the Blooms, Bees and Butterflies collection, you create not only a flowering garden and a haven for pollinating insects, but you also contribute in reversing the decline in the bee and butterfly population. So I thought that was really, really cute. So I got two bags here. I've got two of this one and one of this one. This one's like a little bit more purpley. I think I've spoken about this before, but I'm going for a bit more of like a purple and white colour theme. Also, by the way, can you see I've got the door open behind me? It really is starting to feel like spring today. But yeah, I'm going for like a green, white and purple colour theme. I thought would be really, really lovely. So in the purple one, we have got a Lavender Perfection Dahlia, a top mix pink dahlia, a Liatris spicata, and double pink freesias, which are just so beautiful. So they've got like the photos on the back of what they look like. And then on this white one, we've got some really gorgeous ones. Another dahlia. This is a My Love dahlia, which is a lovely white one. We've then got a Rialto Lilium, which looks like a lily to me, so I think that's just a particular type of lily. We've then got Gladiolus Calanthius, no idea. And then double blue freesia, so pretty much like the same plants but obviously in different colours. So that's those ones there. So I picked those up as well, and I thought that I could start planting them up this afternoon. So I think it's going to be an afternoon in the garden. I'm going to play some Renee Olstead, which is the perfect Sunday listen if you're just looking for a really like relaxing classic album to listen to. Renee Olstead. I'm going to play some Renee Olstead, I'm going to get in the garden, and I'm going to start planting up my new purchases. Later in the garden, and I feel like I have literally put the world to rights. It's just the best way to spend a Sunday afternoon. It's so quiet, it's so still, and it's actually so warm when I've taken my jacket off. It's absolutely insane. So I have just planted all of my bulbs around the borders of the lawn, and I've also filled the veg truck, so that is all ready to go. I don't remember actually if I ever showed you when I planted my my snowdrops down here. I planted these underneath this tree. I can't remember, I need to look up the name of this, but this becomes the most beautiful like blue flower in the springtime. When we first moved in, it was in full bloom and it was just absolutely beautiful, but my snowdrops are starting to die back as we are heading into spring, which is expected. But I realised actually I haven't shown you quite a big update that we did last weekend. We had a bit of a DIY weekend last weekend, and one of the things that we have been wanting to do for ages, ever since we moved in, is oil our decking. I don't think it's ever been done since it was built. It's like a wooden decking, because oh my goodness me, we literally went through 2 tins, like it just drank it up. But the difference it has made, I feel like you're not really going to be able to see it all that well. What I might do is put a little photo here of what it looked like before, because it was so like green before is the only way to describe it. Like it was really green, it was really mossy. I only managed to get a quick snap before we started doing it of the before, but the after is just insane. It's like so much deeper and richer, and it just looks absolutely amazing. So I'm really glad that we did that, because I feel like it's just made such a difference. It was just like half a day's job, so it wasn't too bad at all, but it has made such a difference. I feel like the garden is now good and ready for spring. I'm really wanting to get the garden furniture out now. I feel like I'm going to wait for the beginning of March. Like February is still a little bit, hello Mr. Seagull. February is still a little bit soon to get the garden furniture out, but to be fair, it's so warm today. I literally feel like I could have been sitting outside today, like reading a book and just soaking up the sunshine. So I think maybe just one more week and then the garden furniture might be coming out, which makes me so excited. And speaking of garden furniture, I've actually bought some bits for the garden that I need to show you for the garden furniture. I managed to get them in the ZARA home sale, which was really good. But yeah, I feel like it's just been the loveliest afternoon, pottering about in the garden, getting it ready for spring, and just planting all of my bulbs. It really is just the most wholesome way to spend a Saturday. It really is just the most wholesome way to spend a Sunday afternoon. Good morning everyone, and happy Monday. It is the next day now, and I really did just have the most wholesome, the most wonderful Sunday. Like it really was the perfect Sunday. The sunshine, the warm weather, it really does feel like spring is on its way. And it was actually quite funny, as we were heading back from the garden centre, Alex turned to me and went, you know what babe, I don't think you quite realise how much your seasonal affective disorder does actually affect you, because I literally felt like I was on crack yesterday. Like honestly, my mood was just so lifted, like my spirits were so high, and he could tell. He could really tell. I feel like you guys can probably tell because I spent the entire vlog just gushing because I was in such a good mood. And yeah, it really does remind me how much my mood just like drops when the weather's grey and it's miserable and it's dark, which obviously here in the winter it is like that a lot in the UK. So spring just excites me so much. I also think it's because of the fact that the days are getting longer as well. It always just lifts my spirits. I normally wake up on like a Saturday, Sunday about like 7:30ish, and it's starting to get light at 7:30 in the morning. I was so excited. I feel like I'm starting to get to the point where my Lumi light will not be needed, which, oh, that's always such a pivotal moment for me when I realise I don't need to put my Lumi light on anymore because it's actually daylight outside. If you don't know what a Lumi light is, it's one of those like wake up alarms, and I have literally been an advocate for a Lumi light for about 3-4 years. I've got a really old one now. Like whenever people ask me which one I have, because there's lots of different ones you can get, I'm like, they don't even stock it anymore because it's so old. But to be honest, most of them are pretty similar. I'll link one down below. If you are someone that's really struggles to get up when it's dark in the mornings, it will change the game for you because it basically gives you this like slow sunrise and it helps you wake up to what feels like daylight. But I always know that spring is well and truly on its way when I start to not need the Lumi and it's actually daylight coming through the curtains. It really excites me. So yeah, it is Monday morning now. I don't normally vlog on a Monday, but you know what, I'm still on the high that I felt from the weekend, so I thought I would pick up the camera. Mondays are normally a bit of just like a boring admin, get ahead me kind of day. It's a very minimal effort, minimal makeup, which I'm still doing, but I'm still coming on camera. I'm actually loving the makeup that I've been doing. I did this yesterday and I'm doing it today, and it's basically just brows, Pixie skin tint, and my Bobbi Brown lip balm. That's literally all I have on my skin at the moment, and I really love it because it just feels like, do you know what, this kind of feels like the clean girl aesthetic, which I really like. Like I don't even have any mascara on. I'm actually kind of thinking about maybe looking into getting my lashes LVL'd. I used to get it done when I worked in an office because I could never be bothered with putting mascara on to head into the office. I do think if I had an office job, this is how I would look pretty much every single day because it's just kind of like minimal effort. Took me literally 2 minutes to get ready this morning, but you still look really put together and you still look very like ready for the working day. So obviously office clothes instead of gym wear, but this is definitely what I would do if I was heading back into an office again. But yeah, Mondays are just admin days. They're usually the days I like to like get ahead for the week. I do all of my like style edits, you know, my kind of like branded things. I always do my Wednesday wish list, my Friday finds, all of the things that I kind of do as more of a very aesthetic thing on my like to know it, and it's a way that I can like pull things that I've seen online, that I can create these really lovely like stylized lists for you guys of some of the things that I'm loving at the moment, things to shop, things to keep an eye out for, and then I also use a Monday to kind of like get ahead of what I want to be in the weekly newsletter, which goes out every single Friday. If you don't know, I have a newsletter. It goes out on Friday. It's got all of the discounts. Sometimes discounts go out early, so maybe you won't know about it till the Tuesday, and actually I'll put the discount out on my newsletter on the Friday beforehand. So all of my discounts, everything to shop at the moment, what I've been doing, what I've been going on, things to look out for. So I definitely recommend signing up if you are enjoying the vlogs, if you enjoy my Instagram, because it's basically just a combination of everything summarized in a weekly newsletter with a few additional bonus things in there. So yeah, that's usually my Monday morning plan. And I also on a Monday always have my exercise class, and I feel like I love having this routine because it really does just kind of like set me up for the week. So I do a strength and conditioning class, and it is so much fun. I really enjoy it. It's all about just kind of like strength and wellness, which I really like. We do like a little bit of bar, we do a little bit of mat work, and it's all about that kind of like conditioning of your body as well as the conditioning of your mind, which I really like. You come away from it not like dripping in sweat. You don't feel like you've had this like really intense HIIT workout, but you do feel like you've worked really hard. Like your muscles do feel quite tired afterwards. And I do feel like I'm getting a lot stronger from it, from going weekly every Monday for the last 2 months now actually, which I've really enjoyed. I started doing it all the way back in January, and yeah, I've managed to keep it up, and it's a really lovely way just to like start the week, ease myself into it, kind of get ahead, have a little bit of a me day. And then like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is all about like the filming, the looking pretty, the doing my hair and makeup properly, and all of that kind of like more face to camera content stuff. But I decided to come on today because I was just, honestly, I'm still reeling from the weekend. It was just the perfect way to spend a weekend, and it really is getting me excited for spring. I really do feel like spring is coming. It is starting to spring up. That is so cheesy, but yeah, it's getting me really, really excited. But I know I mentioned yesterday that I actually placed a little bit of an order at ZARAhome. I managed to get some amazing pieces in the sale. I'm not entirely sure if they'll still be available, but I'll leave codes and links down below. So I thought I would show you what I picked up. So this is probably the biggest ZARAhome box I've ever seen in my entire life. I actually didn't buy that many things, but as I said, all of these pieces were in the sale and I managed to get them for a really, really good price. So I was really chuffed with that. So there's a few bits for outside and a couple of bits of inside. So first of all, this is something that I saw and just thought, oh my goodness, I have to pick this up for the garden. Obviously, we've really been working hard to make sure that we're getting like a full garden glow up ready for spring and making sure that obviously like the decking's sorted, the wisteria is sorted, all the borders are going to be looking beautiful, and I really want to just like create those finishing touches. And I thought this was so gorgeous. I know I have that one that I got from, from the like purpley coloured one, which I thought was really, really cute, but when I saw this like more rustic one, I just fell in love. So it's an outdoor light. If you can see, it's got like this frosted glass, and then of course it is solar powered, which I think is so handy. You can actually turn it on and off as well, so if you don't want to, you don't have to have it on at all. So like throughout the winter, if you're not really going to be noticing it out there, I feel like you can turn it off. But it's just so gorgeous. I loved the fact that it was this like really old rustic lantern type lamp. I thought that was really cute. I then picked up, this is the tiniest thing to come out of the biggest box in the world, but I then picked up a doorstop, which sounds so silly, but our kitchen door, we do have to use a doorstop on it, not because it's heavy or anything, but because actually when we have, especially in summer, when we have the doors open, the door can slam on itself, so we need a doorstop. And I've literally just been using this temporary, like, you know, the big sandy ones, and it's just not really a vibe. So when I saw this, I thought it was so beautiful, and I really like the fact that if you want to, you can take it out and like hang it on the handle of the door. So I thought that was really cute. It's like this really gorgeous rustic wood. You know what, this wood actually pretty much matches exactly the wood of the H&M Home peg hook, which I thought was really lovely. So I picked up that. And then the thing that has caused the size of the box to be the size that it is this wicker basket. So I picked up this because I kind of wanted to have something else to keep in, like cushions and pillows for outside. I remember last year, whenever we'd have to take the cushions from the outdoor chairs in, there was never really anywhere to store it. So I wanted to kind of get this and see if I could make this work near the back door, and then we can keep the outdoor cushions in. I can keep maybe my gardening stuff in it, like the shoes that we wear when we go out into the garden, anything that you kind of need. And it's just huge. I mean, look at the size of that. I thought it was so beautiful, and as I said, I managed to get this in sale, so it was a really good price that I got this for. So fell in love with that. You guys know how much I love my like natural fibers, my like natural colors and textures, and I just thought this was absolutely stunning. They did have a smaller size, but I think the smaller size had sold out. I think it was only this size that they had left in stock, so I picked up that as well. So just some really cute little bits that I can kind of just like add into the house that are really going to help, again, tie things in together, create those finishing touches, and a little something to add into the garden as well. Honestly, I'm just so excited to get the garden furniture. I'm just waiting until Alex is going to give me permission for when we can get it out. Honestly, I think like the first week in March we're going to be getting them out. But yeah, really excited about those sale finds. Okay, so doorstop is looking great. Look how tiny it is. It's just so much more like subtle compared to what we had before. But my only concern is the basket is huge, like absolutely huge. I was hoping I would maybe be able to fit it into one of these spaces, but it definitely does not fit, and I'm not entirely sure if it'll fit down there next to the chair either. So I'm not entirely sure what to do with this. It's a shame because I really like it. I could potentially, oh, stuck on a chair. I could potentially keep it like over here, but then I don't know if that's going to block obviously people using the chair and things like that. So I'm not entirely sure. I want to make it work, but I'm not entirely sure if it is going to work. So any advice, any tips? What do you do in terms of like your shoes by the back door as well? Because I am really struggling. We at the moment just currently keep them at the bottom, like in here. We both like use like Crocs whenever we go out and stuff into the garden. Those are just like a quick throw on shoes, but it's not exactly convenient, and the amount of times that we just take our shoes off and leave them on the mat, and it just looks really messy. So any tips and advice on what you do with like outdoor shoes, how you keep the storage like clean and tidy but still functional and practical. Obviously we don't have a boot room, we don't have anything as fancy as that, we don't have a you know, like a full storage. It's just going to be something that's quick, easy, but still aesthetically pleasing. So that's what I was hoping this basket would be, but I'm not entirely sure if it is working. Oh, also I forgot to show you, we actually added the rug underneath the kitchen table. So this rug used to be in Alex's office, but we've moved it down here underneath the kitchen table, and I think it really, really works. Let me come back here. It's not as bright, a beautiful a day as it was yesterday, but yeah, I think the rug really, really works underneath the table. It just kind of zones it a little bit better, because we took it away from his office because he kept like knocking into it with his office chair, and it kept folding, and it just wasn't really working in there. So I've put it in here, and I think I really, really like how it looks. Again, bringing in all of the blues of this room. So yeah. Okay, it's a little while later now, I'm not gonna lie. I've not been the best vlogger today. I feel like I'm so out of practice of vlogging on Mondays. I'm quite an all or nothing kind of a person. Like, I love to make sure if I'm filming reels, I'm filming reels that day. If I'm vlogging that day, I'm vlogging that day. If I'm taking the day off to like admin things, I take the day off. Like, I'm not the best at kind of like spinning all these different plates at the same time. I like to make sure that the playtime spinning at the time is spinning perfectly, and then I can kind of like move on to the next one. So it's quite a while later now. I've just had a lovely yummy chicken salad lunch. I always like to have a light lunch on a Monday because obviously I don't want to fill myself up too much before my class. I've had a couple of meetings this morning which have gone really, really well, and I feel like I'm very on top of things. It's been a lovely, productive Monday morning. But I've actually just had a new delivery arrive from a brand that I'm really, really excited to try. They very kindly offered to send me a couple of pieces from their new collection, and seeing as though I'm off my workout this afternoon, I thought this was the perfect time to unbox them and see what we've got inside. So the brand is called Potflex, which I've never heard of before, but they have got some really, really gorgeous like gym wear. Let me give you a little kind of like lowdown on the brand, because they've actually sent me a press release on the brand itself. So when I first became a Pilates instructor in 2007, I didn't know that it was impossible to smile so big while sweating so hard. Seeing my students get stronger, more flexible and more confident every week fills me with pure joy. It was also around then that I sketched my first design for a yoga bag. I simply could not find a cute bag to hold all of my gym essentials, so I made one for myself, with elegant gold chain straps and a beautiful bow sewn across the front. Soon enough, my students started to ask me if I could make them the same one. That one bag started it all. I'm so grateful that you have this package in your hands, because you're part of the Potflex journey. You are the reason why this story keeps evolving and why I get to keep doing what I love. You're my inspiration, and I cannot thank you enough. Potflex is made to bring more joy and comfort into your life. These fun colours and thoughtful silhouettes are designed to breathe happiness into your healthy lifestyle and give you that extra boost of motivation to absolutely crush your next workout. So some really, really gorgeous gym gear in here. So they very kindly sent me a couple of bits that I'm really, really excited to try out, because I feel like when it comes to gym like outfits and gym wear, it's so important to get some really, really cute pieces. You guys will know I've been wearing this and more sweatshirt from ZARA so much. I'm currently just styling it up with my Bali leggings again, but I'm really excited to try out these new pieces from Potflex. Oh my god, first impressions is they are the softest leggings in the entire world. Now, I asked for a pair of black leggings because I could not find the perfect pair of black leggings for so long. I feel like different activewear leggings that I have in my collection are like for different reasons. These ones that I'm wearing, the Bali ones, they were the ones that I was wearing for gardening yesterday, and they're good for like a non-strenuous workout, something that's not like high intensity HIIT, running, anything like that. But these, I feel like are going to be perfect for running, and I have struggled so much to find the perfect running leggings. I feel like I have quite a specific criteria. Number one, the waistband has to be really nice and thick, really hold you in. It has to be really like flattering and lovely. Number two, they have to not fall down. I've had so many running leggings that literally fall down as you run. And number three, a little pocket, because obviously you need to be able to keep like your car keys or anything that you need in your pocket, like your phone, so that you can have your headphones on. So these look like the perfect pair. I really love, I don't know how well you're going to be able to see this, but they've got this like crisscross at the front, so I think it's going to be super flattering, and the material, oh my word, this is the softest running legging I think I've ever felt. So they are the Limitless leggings, which are just absolutely gorgeous, and then they also come with a really lovely workout bra. So this is a really lovely sports bra, just a plain black one. I'm never one that just wears like the bra by themselves. I've got to wear like a t-shirt or a jumper over the top, but it feels really, really lovely and high supportive, which is perfect. So yeah, really, really lovely set. I feel like you just can't go wrong with a perfect black workout set. And I was just thinking, there was only one set that I requested, but she's actually sent a note saying that she has sent the Shimmer Cloud hoodie as well. Now this says it's a hoodie, but it's not actually got a hood, which is interesting. It's more of kind of just like a big like cuffed collar, which I think is really, really nice, but it's this like black cropped sweater, which is so perfect just to chuck over your workout set. Again, it's black, so really timeless, really classic. Is this a part of a particular collection? Wendy's lookbook. Oh, interesting. I will link Popflex down below if you do want to check them out and see what gorgeous workout pieces they have, because they have so many lovely activewear bits. So a really, really gorgeous hoodie to add to my workout collection. So some lovely bits from Popflex. I now need to get myself going and head out to my workout class because the day has gotten away with me. Before I go though, I thought I'll quickly show you this set because it's so gorgeous. Although please excuse the fact that I have not baked down my stomach, so it's very white in comparison to the rest of my body. But look at these leggings, they are so beautiful. I love this like crisscross over your tummy. I feel like it really holds you in and is super flattering. I actually think I would be comfortable going to the gym with just this, like in summertime when it gets really warm. The bra is really lovely and supportive, and I love this square neckline. I find it super flattering. In terms of length, obviously they're not cropped on me, like they are a little bit ruched at the bottom, but that doesn't bother me at all. They are just so lovely, like they're really holding me in. I definitely would say that these are a high intensity legging, and I also love the fact that they've got pockets so you can put your phone in, you can put your keys in, anything that you need. So yeah, really love these. I think these are going to be my new running leggings. They are just absolutely beautiful. This is the cropped sweater along with it as well, which I just think is so gorgeous. It's actually really thick, so really perfect just to like chuck on as you're heading to the gym when you're like getting warmed up for your class, just to like keep you nice and snugly warm. I love this collar bit, like the fact that it's kind of like high but it's not. It's got the slit so you can like roll it away from your neck when you start to get warm. So yeah, really love this set. I think it's just like the perfect all black super chic workout outfit. Definitely more of a high intensity workout. I think for my lower intensity strength and conditioning, I'm going to put the other look that I had back on that I was already wearing today, ready for the class this afternoon. Right, so I am ready to go. I've just changed the bun for a pony because the bun will definitely not last the class, but I've got everything that I need with me. I've just put on my little Veja trainers. These are so fab as little workout trainers. They are really comfy and perfect if you're just doing, again, not too high intensity. They're not like running trainers or anything, but great just to get you to and from the gym. Of course, I've got the Varley leggings on, which I really like, but not good for high intensity again, so they're just like a really simple one. I've just got my little Susanna jumper over the top of a little workout top. I've got my mat with me because we are going to be doing a little bit of mat work, and just a quick little gym bag. So I am ready to go, ready for my exercise class. This is always just my favourite thing to do on a Monday because it really does just set me up for the rest of the week.